Mic check. What's kicking, family? I'm glad you've clicked in so I can check in with you. Real quick on the Street Sport Riff. 75th edition of the NFL is coming up this Thursday in prime time. I want to see what those Nielsen numbers are going to look like. They're going to be going up against a couple of NBA playoff games and some Major League Baseball, and probably a couple of primetime shows which do their thing and make some good numbers on that night. I'd like to see how that bounces against them. What I want to weigh in is on the quarterback stuff that's been going on this whole off season. Now, you know they've been talking about Sam Bradford, Tim Tebow, Donovan McNabb, and Ben Roethlisberger. The one I want to chime in on is Ben Roethlisberger. I believe he should be suspended, even though he did not get convicted of a criminal offense, but there is a code of conduct that he has to live up to and adhere to. So with that being said, I said that the new sheriff in town, as you know, he's been pimp slapping people, as Michael Vick, Dante Stallworth, and Pac-Man Jones. And I think that the commissioner should slap him with a 4-game suspension at the end of the season. That's right. Hit him where it hurts. His love of football, where he's really good at his judgment, but off the field that he's not in such good judgment when it comes to these females. That would be a better way to send the message home, and that would be to pimp slap him 4 games at the end of the season. And if within that 4 games there's a bye week, he's off that week, but he's still suspended for real actual games. Ben Roethlisberger needs to know better. First of all, you're a target. Second of all, you should have better judgment when you go inside of these places. Third of all, you've got enough money to spend for a lawyer for a get out of jail free card versus John Q. Public, which does not have that opportunity to, you know, be out here on bail and have one of the high priced lawyers wherever they're at defend them. Big Ben, sit down for the last 4 games. Now, Jerry Jones, now there's been a question of whether or not there was an invasion of privacy for Jerry Jones, but the bottom line is anybody in the industry knows that the camera is always on. Come on now, look what happened to Jesse Jackson. That's right, during the presidential whole nomination type thing and running for president, he had some derogatory statements to say about President Barack Obama, and it was caught on tape. Right? Vice President Biden said this law is a big whoop deal, right? The camera is always on, and in this day and age of YouTube, Twitter, MySpace, you name it, there's a whole bunch of outlets out there. And I feel that in these days and times, there are a lot of people out there who want to have that gotcha moment. I got him. Feel sorry for Jerry Jones. That liquid courage got to you. You know, you ran your mouth, said some stuff, hurt some people's feelings. You made the phone call to patch that up. Okay, hopefully that's under the bridge, and hopefully you've learned that the camera is always on. All right, this is Mr. Batch with a quick Street Sport Riff out here at Bronx Park in New York City, in Bronx, New York. Stay blessed. I'm out. Peace.